I couldn't find anything online about how to take out these type of doors. They're complicated, and there's no obvious answer aside from cutting. What to cut is the question. I do not know the answer.
Hi, I'm Austin. I came to help build this beautiful door.
We originally planned on taking the old doors out and simply just putting a different door in, like an actual exterior door. But after taking some measurements and trying to figure out how we do that, we actually took this one side off and we're like, it kind of makes sense to just repurpose it. But we didn't choose the easiest way to do so. So, we removed these bolts, and we removed these bolts at the bottom, and we detached all of the parts up here. The part that makes the doors open at the same time, so they open independently, so it can spin freely. So this is the bar that's holding the door on. Now, trying to remove this piece in hopes that it will slide up. Moment of truth. Should we hit it with a hammer? We have to twist it. These two bolts. Damn, she's stubborn.
Does it come out?
It rotates, but it doesn't want to go up. It's very unclear how to do this. Okay, what? It moved, correct? The lines aren't lined up. Look, you can see the bottom there.
I think it's coming out. Maybe it's just a little...
Really slow? Oh, the door has sunk.
Yeah, the door went down.
Interesting.
Maybe that's why it's not lining up.
Oh. Well.
We could take the bolts off this bottom and just take the door off.
You think?
Down here.
I don't know if that'll work, but I'm down to try. I've decided that I'm going to cut the metal rod that holds the door, like, on its pivot point. So there's one of these that the whole door pivots on, and we cut it. So I've got a handy dandy helper here. And he is going to hold the door up, but have some give on the pole that it's on, the pivot point pole. I'm gonna come in with this little angle grinder and attempt to cut the rod. Fingers crossed. That's where the shaft is. What do we got to lose aside from a door? Alright, so there's my cutting area. I have like an inch. Alright, here we go. It's just the last bit. Oh my gosh. Okay.
If we close the door, could you get it from the other side?
Ooh, not a bad idea. Okay, but now I gotta be careful not to hit the bus. I'm walking the line between hitting the bus and finishing off that. Can we rock it maybe and just break it?
Hey!
Yeah! Oh. So when we cut the bottom part of this one, the door came out, but it did leave the initial, I believe it's called a pin piece. That was all that I could find on the internet. Left the initial pin in. So now I'm gonna chop it.
Sounds like you're chopping the world down.
Yeah, I should be wearing earplugs. My ears are kind of ringing right now.
Well, I mean, at least you got it off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grind this and then boom, we're groovy. What?
It's like a festival with just like a bunch of sparks going on.
Thanks for your help. So we just shaved it off. We cut it off, sort of. Yeah, sawed it off. Metal/stainless cutting wheel. It did use almost the whole wheel for just one side. So I drilled holes. You can't tell anymore. I drilled holes along the rim of each door down here. And I spray foamed into the holes to try and insulate the rim, the metal part, a little better. There's a wee gap right in here.
Well, in between these two doors, there was a piece of rubber.
Oh, it's a rivet. Of course it's a fucking rivet.
So there was a lot of space we had to fill. And we didn't want to have too small of a door here. So the idea was to put this piece of wood in the middle, make the door a little bit bigger, and also it looks really beautiful.
Here's what we've been doing all day. Cutting and sanding wood. We attempted to cut a couple pieces of wood to the sides. Then we stained it and made it look pretty. We decided to bolt the two doors together with the piece of wood in the middle for design purposes. So we did 5 bolts originally, but we had a very difficult time lining the two doors bolt holes up. The door actually went on really straight, which was surprising. But the bolts were kind of just at an up or a down angle, if that makes sense, instead of straight across. So we had to widen a lot of the holes so that there'd be wiggle room for the bolt.
We needed a way to put a lock in this door. But there's all these windows in the way. And so what we did is we popped out one of these windows and replaced it with a beautiful piece of wood.
And then we'll show this pretty. How beautiful is that? Nice stain.
Lock right into it. Some engineering.
Some DIY engineering.
Yes.
And then the last thing that we did to just structurally get it all together was we saw somebody else on YouTube just put their doors together with some metal. They didn't do the wood or the bolts. And so we were like, oh, we'll just put a piece of metal across the top. Metal! The door is extra sturdy and safe. Oh yeah. And then a little handle. Bye-bye. All of the insulation is attached, ready to go. Find something that's not clipped. I'm not plugged in. I don't think it's long enough.
No.
We broke the drill bit 3 different times.